Here we have my key for my Honda Ridgeline. It's a 2006, and so it has the immobilizer chip in it, which is, I believe, an RFID, and it's a little bit challenging to get out. I had to actually cut this little pocket open a little bit with the little nippers and then pry it open, and then the chip is held in with a little bit of adhesive, and then once you gently prise this out of that housing, then you can put it in the new housing. Okay, and here's the key that came out. When this housing breaks, it tends to, the head of the key is molded into this plastic housing, and then it breaks, and there's a screw. The screw can be somewhat difficult to get out. I had to use a small vice grip to get it turning and pull out. This is the Thingiverse model that's available to 3D print. I printed it, and I didn't particularly care for it because it required getting some very special screws and a nut and all that sort of thing, and plus it was very boxy. And so I came up with a model that is available on Shapeways that is much more contoured and feels very much like the original key housing. Pop it apart. So the way that this is designed, this piece has some little nibs that catch on the inside of this when you have everything stuffed into it, and then on this end here it just squeezes together, and the screws are an optional item. So the first thing that we would do is, and what I will probably do, is put a little bit of adhesive, a super glue or an epoxy in the bottom of this, so that when this head part comes in, it takes up all the spare gap in it, and then we'll keep it tight over the life of it. So, and then right here is a little ledge for the RFID piece to sit on, and my thought is that you put a spot of super glue on that side and you hold it in place like that. Probably actually don't need to glue it in place, but if you don't glue it in place, it will have a slight rattling. So, and then this part goes in, the electronic piece. So if you look at it from above, you can see the electronics module and then the RFID. So we have all the stuff stuffed into it, and then we take this top piece, put it in, and oh, looks like I need to slightly adjust the nominal position of the panic button hole. And then we put it together, and we're ready to either put the screws in it, which would be a good idea since it's not fully clamped together. And see, it's nice and tight. Beautiful. Oh, by the way, you might want to replace the battery and electronics. Rather than the very small M2 screws that the other cover uses, this uses a number 2 wood screw, a flathead wood screw that you can easily pick up at Lowe's or Home Depot or any hardware store. Doesn't need to be brass, it could be a steel screw, or again you can just use super glue, and then just put a little bit of glue at the bottom of those little nubs that are holding it in, and not use screws at all. So there, it's all held together. Nice sturdy screw, nice sturdy key.